Happy Tuesday to you too. Happy 11/11 Ascension Portal. It is a very, very auspicious day. Happy Veterans Day, giving thanks to the servicemen and women, past, present, and future. I hope you are all feeling the vibes, the high vibes, as we've been tapping into our moon phases, as we've been tapping into all of these different energies of new cycles since our 10 months, since our 10/10 portal. And here we are, 11/11 portal of ascension. It is an extra special day for me because if you have not already seen, I have officially released my book. I am officially a published author. JM Publishing LLC. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cannot thank you enough. My book, Sacred Soul Simplified, is available for purchase everywhere books are sold. Online, Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, the whole nine. So please check it out. If you have not already, I did post as of 11:11 a.m. So I wanted to definitely come into that alignment of this 11:11 frequency. And the book, of course, is on sale for $11.11. So cannot go wrong with this beautiful alignment. I have been working on this series. It's actually volume 1 of a series that is going to be a new volume that's released every year on 11/11. That is the plan. And this is the first. The first volume is out and available. It is all about various cosmic concepts to help us tap into our energy of alignment and manifestation and our alignment with self and source. There are soul inquiries, there is soul work, there are declarations. So I actually haven't gotten my hard copies yet. They're in the mail and I was so hoping that they would arrive by today. But I will just show you the visual right here, the front and the back of the book. It's all posted, so definitely go check it out. But that is Sacred Soul Simplified. And this artwork that you see here, that is the front of the book, is my original art. So that is an abstract piece that I created, that I did all by my lonesome because I am an abstract artist as well. So I definitely wanted to bring in as much of the all of me in this publication as possible. Again, it's something written, so can't be singing on it, but I may think about I have some ideas of some stuff that I'm working on to tie in vocals with the book as well. I'm going to do some book club stuff. I'm going to start, just doing some readings and audio book, and all of the things are in the pipe down the road. I'm going to do an official launch as well for in-person book signing and the whole thing, all of the things. I'm going to do all of the things because I have a book. Hello, my sister, Tony Taylor. Thank you so much, sister. I am so, so, so excited, and I'm so, so, so happy, and I'm so, so, so honored. And just like we were texting earlier, timing so divine. There were so many snags, so many delays in getting this book out. Not in the writing sense of it. The writing was just so fluid. Obviously, editing and all that takes so long. It is what it is, right? You think you edit and you think you found everything, and there'll probably still be typos in this final version because I've read textbooks that I was in school for and found typos in them. It happens. It is what it is. But the amount of combing through, my BFF, Melissa Duncan Sion, went through every single word of this book multiple times before it even went to the official editor for my my publishers, the publishing house and stuff. So there was so many steps to this once it was actually, that version that I submitted. And then even from there, the whole detail in terms of, publication, whether self-publishing or in this case having a publisher, there's so much there's so much ins and outs to it, you know what I mean? And I've got some unique situations for myself as well that made it that much harder. So it was just is this gonna happen? Is this gonna happen? And about a year writing and over a year to get it actually published. So this is over 2 years in the making. And the fact that it was able to happen on 11/11 when my hope was for that, when my hope was for it to be on sale for 11/11, everything just rising into place. So this is what I have been working on that I haven't really been sharing, you know what I mean? Because it's the same thing. Sometimes when you say something too soon, I would imagine even more snags. The fact that there were this many snags when I was so hush hush about this journey, about this process. So I'm just grateful that it is done, first and foremost. I can't wait till it's in my hand, the physical copy in my hand. I'm ordering some as well because some people want an actual signed copy and the whole thing. So I'll be ordering a bulk order so that I can, send some out directly to people to have it signed and inscribed and all of that good stuff. So I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. I'm proud. I'm happy. Yay. One Piece. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Hello, hello. So yes, that's the news. So definitely wanted to celebrate that with you all on 11/11. Posted it at 11:11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it was just like so freaking perfect. I've sold about 12 copies so far, just from between 11:11 and now. So that's great. That is awesome. Sent to some personal contacts and stuff like that. I'm going to send to an email list and just promote, and get the word out as much as possible. Ironically, I'm not on Instagram and Facebook anymore, which is where I had my largest following. So the fact that I lost that is definitely bittersweet, but everything is happening the way that it is supposed to. And I'm hoping to send the information, share the information with some of my peeps that are still on Instagram and stuff. And then hopefully they spread the word and it just kind of, gets to who it's supposed to get to. And ultimately, that's really the point of life. Things will arrive where they're supposed to. It cannot be undone. What is meant for you cannot miss you. So I'll just let it be. I'll just let it be. So we are here, 11:11 Ascension Portal. Tap into your manifestations. If you did not see my upload in regards to the how and wowing the how and asking your subconscious those questions of if a specific thing happens to you that you feel is not as favorable as you want it to be, kind of flip the energy and tap into more this energy of how. So for example, how this came about in terms of this download or upload, as Spirit continues to remind me to call it an upload, is that I was walking to the subway to get Kai, and it was the third time on the subway. I'm on the subway between 4 and 6 times a day, depending on her schedule, right? So going back after 2 commutes, to school, back home, now back to pick her up. And as I'm walking for this third time to get onto the subway, I was like, man, I cannot believe I am gotta get on this damn subway again. And it was, so low vibrational. It was complaining. It was that kind of energy, right? And there's this method, a manifestation method, where you ask the question of how. So for example, you would say, how am I financially free? And you're basically timeline shifting and putting yourself in the future position of being in that reality. So this upload that came was to use that manifestation method, but instead of using it just randomly, which we may use, we may forget, whatever the case is that in every unfavorable moment, flip it. That's where you choose to use that how and wow the how. So in that moment, Spirit came down and was like, instead, I said out loud, how is this the last time I need to take the subway? And it just raised my vibration because I was like, imagine, again, it's all about our imagination. Imagine the version of me that is living that, because that's the point of it. There is a version of us living exactly what it is that we are trying to manifest, that we are in the human doing of and the human being of, right? So imagine that reality and say it. And the way it works is that all that subconscious is trained to do is to prove to us what we tell it, good, bad, and ugly. So in that moment of saying something, in that how, you are questioning, you are having that very intentional conversation with your subconscious, that questioning to your subconscious. And all your subconscious is going to do is prove that thing to you. So now, what it is going to prove to me is how I no longer ever need to take the subway again. I'll take it. So just say things in that how. And I say, wow, the how, because the way you say it like it's so amazing. Like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. Wow, how did I do this? How is this my reality? How is this life? So say it for everything. And why it's so much an energy of accelerating your timeline shift is because all of the experiences that we have that are unfavorable from one moment to the next in this 3-dimensional reality, we can now flip those moments instantly and use those moments of dissonance against the matrix. We can literally decide in that moment, whatever it may be. We get that bill in the mail and it's like, man, I got to pay this bill. Like right there in that moment, how did I pay this bill so easily? And just completely alchemize and transform the experience so that that is now the reality that you are bringing in. And that is what your subconscious is going to prove to you. And there are so many moments, unfortunately, that are unfavorable, unfortunately, but now we can use them to our advantage. So that is why this upload is so powerful, why it takes this manifestation method of the how up a notch. And it's really like cracking the code type shit. So try that out. Try that out. All right. Welcome, welcome for all those joining. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. So we're tapping in Universal Laws. We are season 3, episode 42 today of Tuesday Tea at 2, tapping into universal laws, tapping into our herbs and our crystals. Today we are tapping into lavender. Working with some lavender here that I grow at the RTV Community Garden. So I give thanks to you and Baba Ozan, the Orisha of everything that is green and grows. Chose lavender today because I'm in a purple vibe. Sister Artonia has one of your favorite colors too. But if you can see from my book, purple is the vibes, all of the purple energies from like a fuchsia to the navy blue kind of gradient, right? So I'm in my purpley vibes, went with the lavender vibes. It's also very calming and relaxing, very meditative, very royal, very regal. And that's really what this book brings you through. This energy of calm and relaxation that bringing you to this alignment of self and source to remind you of your regalness, of reminding you of the crown chakra, what you wear in a more physical, in a more emotional, in a more spiritual way, how it all comes into alignment. So tapping into lavender vibes and naturally to tap into the purple and the lavender energy, our amethyst, which again also aligns with spirituality and meditation and calm and relaxation, and the regal and the crown chakra, all of the things, perfect alignment. So that's that. We've got Mercury retrograde right now, went retrograde on the 9th. I used to post every time there was a retrograde. I have refrained from doing so because a lot of people really have a negative connotation to retrogrades and everything is of the mind. And I realized for myself, I don't want to put any content out that can take somebody out of alignment when I'm trying to keep them in a high vibration to continue to, again, timeline shift, right? If we are putting ourselves in the, oh no, it's Mercury retrograde, there it goes. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes that ignorance is bliss is beneficial for certain things, and when we psych ourselves out for certain things. So that's just I always pay attention to the retrogrades. I tap in however I need to. But like I said, in terms of using my platform, I'm being a lot more intentional, a lot more deliberate, especially when I know what it's taken for me to come out of those kind of connotations. And I don't want to risk, lowering somebody's vibration just because of information that I have that is true, but that unfortunately in the interpretation and how somebody receives it can actually lower their vibration, and it's counterproductive. You know what I mean? So that's that. We had our very powerful full moon in Taurus on the 5th. So I'm still in those alignments, did my cord cuttings, my cleansings, all of that. I am a Taurus sun, so I definitely received what I needed to. And then this book coming out, I got that download about the wow how situation a couple of days after that. So everything is just, again, rising into place and preparing us for our new moon in Scorpio on the 20th of November. So this is where we're in energy of planting seeds. So the 5th, Taurus full moon, plucking weeds, especially because it was earth alignment. And now we're tapping into the energy of planting seeds on the 20th in a Scorpio new moon, which is water alignment. So we're going to be planting seeds and watering them. So I ended up having a nice little intimate gathering with some of my queens and my daughter. And we did some beautiful earth aligned rituals on the full moon, including going to the garden at night. And it was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So we did that and buried some of our things that we want to, again, tap into the energy of release to increase. And then I gave them some bulbs, daffodil and tulips. And on the 20th, they're going to plant those bulbs. So we buried what is no longer, and then they have their flower bulbs to plant on the 19th, 20th for this energy. And then they'll be watering their bulbs. So tapping into Scorpio water alignment for that bulb planting on the Scorpio new moon. So it's going to be super cool. It's all super cool. So I hope y'all are feeling all of the things. Alignment indeed. Indeed. Sia, Kaya, Bowens. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing, but hello, hello. Jax, I was just talking about our vibes, our full moon vibes. Jackie Brathwaite was there with me in person working our magic. Yes, yes, yes. And you got your bulbs to plant on the 20th. Yes, yes, yes. What's up, Jax? Mwah. I was just sharing about the book, so you got my personal message about that. So thank you again for your love and support and congrats and all of the things. So feeling it. So let us see what Spirit has in store for us this week for our universal law. So please do give me a stop top or a stop bottom. It was lovely, Ashe. I'm grateful for you, Jax. Yay. Thank you. We had our three sisters stew. That was so good. I gotta make that again. Kai's been after me about making that again. All right, stop top, stop bottom. Unless we get a single card, and that's Spirit choosing for us. So let's see what comes through with all of these high vibes on this 11/11 Ascension portal. This year is like bottom. All right, Jax, I got you. The law